think we're on. Streamlabs chatbot needs to catch up with itself. I'm assuming everyone can hear me. It's been so long. All my system is out of whack. Just catch up on chat. Who's this ellipsis guy? Is that like Rambo? I mean Rocky. Yeah. My membership had to be renewed. Got to keep YouTube profitable. I'm waiting. He's live to say that I'm a member. It's been so long, I don't even know how it works anymore. Hello. Hello, hello. I'm assuming you can see me and hear me. You can't hear me much. I'm on 27. Can't even see shit. Hi Tink, hi Fire Ice, hi Jordan. I don't know if it's just our TV. Can everyone else hear me okay? There we go, Tink. 22 months. Cool. Jordan, okay, you can hear me. I don't know if it's just because maybe the microphone's not picking up unless I speak right into the microphone. It's been so long since I've been online. Everything just feels kind of a bit alien to me, but you had to renew. Thank you, Jordan. Appreciate that. Right, I just want to make sure everything's kind of working as it should. For some reason, my Streamlabs chatbot isn't. Oh yeah, it says stream offline. I'm gonna restart my chatbot quick. And hopefully that will fix the problem. It's probably our TV and the fact I'm half deaf. Possibly, I don't want to say I'm not agreeing with you, but sometimes TVs don't seem to have the sounds like PCs or phones or whatever do. Right, let's reconnect the bot. So I'd rather have all my chat going through my chat bot, and then I can come off the screen which shows my stream, so I can actually go on something that might illuminate my face a little bit. Doesn't seem to be working yet though. I don't know, Tink, can you try one of the commands? Like exclamation Discord or... Not sure. How is everyone though? Ah, there we go. That kick-started it. I love how much attention Pokemon gave to box design this era. Yeah, just like plain black. I noticed that with Mega Evolution. It's a little bit on the boring side. I wonder if it's like an attempt to make it less desirable to scalpers because people, they want it on their shelf and they want it to look really, I don't know, fancy on a shelf. So if they make it boring, does that mean that, you know, it won't be quite so scalpable? Good to hear it, Fire Ice. Yeah, it's all good here as well. A rare occasion that I've been able to kind of get online, have a bit of time, and it all kind of coincided with having the day off today, but also Phantasmal Flames arriving, so I thought, why not? Very DEI. Let's just make it black. You're late, but here. Jason, doesn't matter how late you are. Appreciate you being here. I thought you'd be working. you might possibly still be working. So if you are, take it steady. But good to see you here. Nothing wrong with black. Jason, you're already missing borderline racist jokes. Did you see the house? We haven't been to see a house. We've got, well, I want to say we've got one lined up to view. We kind of have to. But we've got to wait for confirmation of a time and a day that suits the people that are currently living there. So, yeah. I was just finishing up. Nice. Okay. Sadly, Phantasmal just doesn't fully interest me as much as the first Mega Evolution set, so I might not get any. That's fair enough. I'm kind of... I'm intrigued with it, mainly because of the Charizard cards. I think they're probably going to be hard as balls to pull. But I haven't opened any Mega Evolutions yet, so if I had, maybe that might have swayed me for or against Phantasmal. But yeah, I'm happy to be kind of back into it a little bit. Right, I'm gonna do that because that will actually illuminate my face. I'm not sat in a shadow anymore, thankfully. Hopefully that's all right. You don't mind seeing my face a bit clearer. Jason will have to rewind. Yeah, the full Phantasmal set is just buffs for Charizard. I get that. I think there's 4. That's right, 4 in the set. I get that you got a main EX, then you got full art, the SIR, and a gold. And the set isn't actually that big. I haven't actually looked at what's in the set yet, but I think it's like 70, 80 cards maybe, not including the reverses, and all the extra, however many cards there are at the back of the set. So that could possibly be another 30 or 40, I guess. But even so, 200, maybe 200 cards is quite a small set. So it's Obsidian 2.0. That's what I was thinking. But some of the Charizard sets over the years have proven to be quite valuable for holding, which is ridiculous because I'm about to rip this one open. But whatever. I have made a decision. I was going to open this. I was partly tempted to open that, and part of me still wants to because there's the book inside and we'll be able to see a good sort of look at the cards. But because it's Pokemon Center, I'm tempted just to keep that one sealed for now. The set obviously comes out tomorrow. I may take a bit of a jolly down to the game store in the morning and see if I can just grab a couple of ETBs. And then they'd be the ones I would open, but I'm tempted just to keep the Pokemon Center ones sealed for now. Don't do the PC ETB, please. Well, part of this, same what we were talking about in Discord, all I'd heard about was that the ETBs were the ones that were delayed, the products that were delayed. Obviously, I stand corrected now because you've said pretty much everything other than the UPC is. Excuse me. But yeah, kind of, I'm a bit wary about opening an ETB now because they might actually end up fairly hard to get hold of. But yeah. Well, it's good to see you all. I have got a bit of a warm-up. This is going to be like the final dessert course. I was thinking what we'll do is we'll gradually work our way up to this. So going up in order of size. Careful. Jordan especially. I was thinking we start off with 2 packs. I don't know what's in this tin. If it'll focus. Yep. Does that actually say? Don't think it says what type of tin it is, but it was just one of the only things that was available at a shop that I went to. So yeah, we're gonna probably start with that 2 packs. I'm assuming it's just going to be very sort of mid Scarlet and Violet sets. So we're going to start with that, and then from there we're going to move on to Sword and Shield. You think? It'll be interesting if it is. I'm hoping. Be interesting if it is. But yeah, we'll start with that. Then we're going to move on to 6 packs of Journey Together. These have just been loose, kicking around in my little store. So I'm thinking I might as well just open those, see if there's anything nice inside. Following that, bear with me 1 second. I haven't actually opened any black and white yet. So I want the binders out because I need them for the shelf. So we've got both versions. So all in all, that's 10 packs. Does that sound all right? 10 packs of that. Let me put these back away because these are kind of clunky and get in my way too easy. Oh, sounds good. Okay, good. Then I was thinking, so we've got 2, 6, 10. Next step would be, this is already like open, so it's not exactly like sealed quality, collectible, good to put on a shelf. So I was thinking we might just plow through that. There's not many cards I still need for Surging Sparks. And some people would probably call me quite mad because Surging Sparks it's got a good price tag at the minute. But I was thinking we'll work our way into the 36 pack by starting off with a 18 pack of Surging Sparks. So in total, that's 72 packs. I counted it up. I double checked and triple checked just to make sure I was right. 72 packs. So we've got basically 2 booster boxes worth of packs to open, which I'm hoping won't get me in trouble. Tink said, don't go opening too much. But that isn't really me being degen. I would say that that's me being, kind of, I don't know, healthy, not total degen. I was thinking if we got a meaty raid today, then I possibly would open something which would be kind of ridiculous for me to open. See you at 2 in the morning then. No, I'm thinking basically one thing that I've had to do before I started the stream, started up my old phone for the down camera, and there's an update and I can't change it. It's automatically going to update its software at 11:59 tonight. So I can't be on for more than 3 hours anyway. So I'm hoping to keep it to 2 hours. But it's been such a long time since I've kind of ripped stuff. I'm just going to have a bit of fun with it. This is a little degen sesh. Is it degen? Is it? I mean, you're more experts than me. So, but yeah, we're going to get started. Otherwise, like Tink says, I will be here till 2 in the morning. And if I was to be here till 2 in the morning, I wouldn't see her at 2 in the morning. She'd be fast asleep by then. So let's pop these out of the way. We're going to start with the 2-pack tin. And yeah, I'm curious to see if it really is possibly Sword and Shield. Give me 1 sec. I need my knife. There we go. I'm glad everything seems to be working okay. Part of me was hoping that I haven't been online so long that all of the little kind of hiccups with sound, and particularly with YouTube, I kind of start up a stream and then it won't actually play the stream that's scheduled and it creates a new stream. It kept doing that for, I don't know, like a dozen different streaming attempts. And then I'd be in the Discord trying to send links for the new stream. Yeah. Gladly, it didn't do that this time. And it just booted straight up. So I'm kind of glad it all seems to be working okay. All right. Nice little coin. I say little, it's actually quite big. But all right. Let's go. All right, so we have got Scarlet and Violet. Got a little Eevee card. Nice. Okay, so you got Obsidian and Stellar. not mad about that. There's a few cards I still need from Obsidian, and quite a lot I still need from Stella. So fingers crossed we'll maybe pull something new. But as we go back to like early Scarlet and Violet era, I was very degen at those points in time. So there's not many cards I still need from those early sets. Right, I've got to get back into the habit of this. This is kind of weird. Ooh, this back card feels thick. Maybe it's just me being thick. We've got a Fighting Energy, Rockruff, Wiglets, Shuckle, Bishop, Houndoom, Brassius, Magnezone. Got a reverse Jug Trio. We do have, come on, focus. Got an illustration rare of Pidgey. Jordan should like that. You like the birds, right? It is a double banger. There was something at the back. And it's a Coridon EX. So that ain't bad. And I've just realised, see, this is where I'm so out of kilter. I don't have any sleeves. Give me 1 second, I'll grab some sleeves. Yeah. Need to get back into the habit. I know, so like on Discord, me and Jason were talking earlier, and Jordan, they were talking about in America, there seems to be like a bit of a problem with Pokemon Center sorting out the pre-orders for Phantasmal Flames. So I was a bit like iffy about going live and saying, oh look, I got this like early. It's only a day, but so I don't know if is anyone else having that similar problem, like people are expecting it tomorrow and it's not shipping yet, because that's kind of gutting. Like I feel like they have worked towards solving the scalper issue and massively overprinting stuff like the Charizard UPC, but it sucks if they've fallen at the first hurdle by not being able to ship out a new set when it's due. All right, so Stella, Pawmi, Fan Rotom, got a Lileep, Bombardier, Diancie, Togedemaru, Jirachi, Toadstool Reverse, Crispin Reverse, and a Klinklang Hollow. All right. So nothing major from Stella, but probably need at least one of those reverses. The current state of the binder, I think, like I need at least half the reverses, so chances are good that we probably have something in there that I needed. Give me 1 second. Crispin is a FU competitive card. That's what I thought you said. Fun competitive card. Okay. What does he do? Search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards of different types, reveal them, put one of them in your hand, attach the other to one of your Pokemon, then shuffle your deck. Interesting. Right. So that was, I mean, it's still good. 2 pulls out of 2 packs. Obviously, they were both in the 1 pack, but I ain't bad. Quite happy with that. Right. So one of the things that I didn't do all the way through Scarlet and Violet era was collect the pack artworks. So I started doing that now. There were originally 10 packs of this, and then I suddenly thought, actually, I've probably got all the 4 artworks. So I've been sort of going through what I could, buying what came in through the shop to be able to kind of just make up the artwork sets. So I think I'm up to like 4 sets or maybe 5. So I still got some to go through. I've got base, still need the obsidians, paradox. So yeah, destined rivals as well. That's a fun pastime. Oh, it's really, do you know, I've suddenly realised how awkward this desk was for opening. I got so used to it, and now I realise like I can't get quite as close to the desk as I want to be able to be like straight in front. I'm kind of at an angle, which didn't used to matter before, but after so long, it kind of matters. But we'll be moving soon. I say soon, in the next few months, I imagine. Our house is currently, I'd say it's on the market, but someone's actually putting an offer for it. So we're going through the process of having to look for somewhere else, which, if you've been in the Discord, probably sort of caught up with one of my updates. So yeah, we're kind of in this kind of limbo at the moment. Like, we don't know where we're going. We know it's going to be in the same vicinity of where we currently already live. But yeah, just it's a little bit of upheaval and uncertainty. So okay, second pack. I'm hoping there's at least one good card in these packs. It's possible. This is what kind of makes me curious. Of all the sealed pack artworks that I've got, whether or not those have got something good inside. But then that's the challenge to us if we ever want to keep things sealed, isn't it? You know, you never know what's in it, and you probably sell it to someone later down the line, and then they'll come back and say, "Oh, do you know I had a massive card in it? Shuppet reverse, Wingle reverse, and a Magmortar. You found Destined at Walmart. Nice. You were having real trouble finding like any packs for quite a while, weren't you, Jordan? I can say Jordan and Jason. Hopefully that means that things are starting to change. You're able to find a few more products. It must be so. I mean, I've been on and off lucky, I suppose, but it must be really frustrating to. So I'm just reading Tinks. It must be really frustrating to kind of scour the stores and not find anything and put all your hope into catching a Pokemon Center notification. Maybe your Pidgey can let know the estate agent when we can visit the place. I'll ask Pidgey to ask the estate agent. Thanks. But yeah, it's even for me, like trying to like working so much, always seemed to be at the times when Pokemon Center released a product. So I didn't get a chance to get hold of the Charizard UPC because I was at work at the time. And it always seems to be the same deal. The last chance I actually had to get hold of a pre-order was the Phantasmal, the booster box and the ETB. So that's kind of going to be it for a while. But I'll buy what I can as and when I can, and probably just it's going to sort of stay stored. Really, I wish I could kind of come online a bit more often, but as things stand at the moment, it does make a lot of sense. It's kind of impossible because of the sheer amount of work and stuff to do with the house. So I think it's just more sensible to hold off as much as possible, even though I really, really want to kind of jump online and open stuff. I'm just going to kind of hold off until we've moved, got ourselves set up, got the internet sort of sorted. Yeah, work, try and focus on finding something new, something that might actually allow me to be at home a bit more often. We're getting kind of rinsed on these journey packs. These were actually from my work, and they were from an 18-pack half booster box. So it's possible we just picked really dud packs. Okay. Every now and again, you might hear a little burp squeak out. I had dinner before I came on live, and it was banging. Cooked myself a curry, and wolfed the whole thing down when I probably should have eaten about half of it and saved the rest. So I'm a little bit overloaded on food, which is never a bad thing. Say that, it probably is. Aidan says, "Come on, E, pull some fire." Hi, Aidan. Good to hear from you. I'm hoping so. Although, you know, if we save all of the heat for something out of Surging or Phantasmal, I'm not mad about that. Tick tock, tick tock. All right, last pack of Journey. Code card, I suppose. There we go. Hope you're doing well, Aidan. Hope Kirsten's doing all right as well. Went 2 for 2 with... Do you know, every time I see PF, I think of Paldean Fates. Phantasmal Flame, I know that's what you're referencing. So you got 2 out of 2. That was good. I watched the short. What did you get out of your... Can I ask what you got out of the second one, or are you going to make a... Oh, out of Paldean Fates? What? Flamers or Fates? Just an EX. All right. Even so, just an EX is good, especially if you get the Charizard EX. Pupitar in reverse. Q-Fan in reverse. And we absolutely got skunked. Oh, you're agreeing PF looks like, yeah. Yeah, it does. I kind of wish... I know it's probably impossible, because it's like... Well, I think it's like 130 odd sets, not including like holiday sets that they've released so far. So there's obviously always going to be at some point 2 initials that are the same, but it's kind of bugs me. Like when I was listing all of my cards on my spreadsheet, so far none of them have like doubled up on. Tell a lie, it changed when Prismatic came out, because Prismatic Evolutions, Paldea Evolved, that kind of screwed me up. Anyway, on waffling, you're agreeing that PF looks like Paldean Fates, eh? Yeah, it's I'll be interested. I love Paldean Fates, so when I realised they were both PF, I kind of wondered if I would love Phantasmal more than I love Paldean Fates, but we'll see. I don't think I will, unless I pull the Charizard. The Charizard might swing me, but considering like the first 3 big boxes of Paldean Fates that I opened, I got one of each of the SIRs, the big SIRs. It's going to take a lot to beat it. Right, we've got a Black Bolt binder collection. I hate being that guy, but the first Charizard sets from the last 2 era were fun, but busts. I don't think that's not being that guy. I think Obsidian had a lot of hype around it, and it was great pulling the Charizards, but once you pulled them, they're not that amazing. Here we go. Right. Let's grab. Oh, okay. They put in a card list. Interesting. I've never seen them do that before in other boxes. They didn't do that with like 151 or Prismatic or anything. Interesting. All right, I'll have a look through that. Can you bring the mic closer to your mouth, sounding far away? No, it's probably me. I don't know. I lost the ability to be able to boost it. I used to have a setting on my microphone software that would let me boost my voice, but it doesn't have that anymore for some reason. I think they probably updated it with like maybe something that works better, but I haven't been able to find what that is. So I will try and keep it close. All right. So we have our Black Bolt binder. Very cool. Sty, good evening. Well, it's not. Is it evening for you? Almost. A late afternoon, I suppose. How are you doing, Sty? Can we get an ASMR pack or two? Maybe. I thought ASMR was like you wanted my voice. I could do a pack, but yeah, how are you doing, Sty? You all right? I don't know if you saw my reply in Discord. It's a great card. I can understand why you're excited. I'm going to leave this to one side for now because there's no point flicking through it. I'm not going to populate it now. I might possibly do a video at some point. We haven't got too many packs to open from black or white. I do have Pokemon Center ETBs of each, but that means I kind of don't want to open them. So we'll see how we do with the 10 packs. It's pretty close. I've got a review lecture I'm hosting for my students in 30 minutes, so I've got to hop in for a sec. So I got to hop in for a sec. I love the reply. Sorry. Well, I hope the lecture goes well. That sounds interesting. And I'll try and rattle through. You probably won't be able to see the Phantasmal, although I imagine it'll be in about an hour's time. So it depends how long your lecture lasts for. Close to the evening, that is. I had a feeling you meant that. Sty, Mr. Auto Tune. It did sound very auto tuney. You have like a warble in your voice. This pack feels kind of weird. Like the cards are here, but the code card is right at the bottom of where it says Bolt. So I don't know if something slipped when it was being made. That's fine. I'll be at it for an hour, so maybe after I'll be able to make it. No problem. No problem. Right. So first pack of Black Bolt. So am I right in thinking there's Pokeballs and Master Balls in this? And there's the black Zekrom card. Is that right? And a white. Trying to think of the Pokemon's name. Oh, there's God packs. Okay. Any idea to see a God pack from the very first instance? Black and white rares. Yeah, there's a Zekrom and the Victini. Yeah. The Victini's in both sets, right? Like is it an orange card or something, or a red card? Come on. There we go. Okay. Well, we'll see how we do. I'm not expecting miracles. 10 packs. 5 from black, 5 from white. So we've got I do like the sort of styling on the energy cards. That's quite cool. Okay. We've got a Snivy, Pidove, Fracture, Whirlipede, Seismitoad. When you say God pack, are you talking entire pack, or are we talking like a demigod pack? Got a Mushana, Ends Plan. Oh, that's weird. That card felt like it was extra thick. Right, we got a Pokeball of Axew. Want to ask you a question. And we've got a Timpole illustration rare. That's cool. It's quite cute. One SIR and all the others are IRs. That's quite funky. And we've got, harking back to some really old sets. I love that hollow pattern. So this is standard hollow for the regular hollows in the back, right? Okay, so double banger, just to use a phrase that I know Jordan and Courtney really don't like. Double juice to start, let's go. Okay, so we have a tin pole. And Axie. All right. I need something to do with these sleeves. It's kind of bugging me. All right. Yeah, same again with this one. Like the code, I guess the code card is like super slipped up. There's a name I haven't seen for a while. Mr. DeLeon. Oh, there we go. Jordan face fuchsia tongue out. I need to know what that... Oh, okay. So we have hollow energies as well. That's quite sick. All right, so there's another subset I need to collect. Maybe it's a good luck charm. We have a La Vesta. I'm going to keep that hollow separate. La Vesta. Sandile. Elgin. Reuniclus. Bishop. Prism Energy. We've got a reverse Pidove. And another reverse, it's Golett. And another hollow, Volcarona. All right, so I still count that as 2 from 2. Technically, you could say it was 3 from 2 because it's the first time I've pulled one of the hollow energies. And you know what I'm like. I see, I don't know, I see cool things in the littlest of things. Like people would probably just like not care about the energy cards. You like the Volcarona? It is a really... They always seem to make Volcarona quite artsy. There's always like loads of colour involved, and the composition of the pictures are always quite nice. We've got a Fracture, Minccino, Timber, Darmanitan, Braviary, Golurk. We've got Pokeball of Mushana. That's cool. We've got a reverse Pawniard and a hollow Klinklang. Okay. Right, let me... I feel like I'm all fingers and thumbs. We've moved the office around as well. Like I don't have... There was like a table that was next to me just here. So that would have my sleeves on it, my boxes, things for kind of organising whilst the stream was going. I haven't got that there now, so that's kind of why everything seems like there aren't things needed where I need them. In those packs, you're going to pull the Volcarona Art Rare. Okay. Somebody tell me if you know offhand, between the two sets, right, there's... Am I right in thinking there's like 120 odd illustration rares? Is that right? I knew there was something crazy big about the set. Like 60 in each or 70 in each or something. Right. Got another Grass Hollow. Shame we got 2 of the same one, but never mind. We've got a Clink, Ordino, Emolga, Tranquil, Behemoth, Professor's Research, however much 649 minus 493 is. Oh, you're testing me there. 150, 100, no, I don't know. Whatever number that math problem comes out to is the amount of IRs, not counting trainers. Lol. Okay, so Simisage. Got another Pokeball. timber. 156, yeah. Oh, that's nice. So we got a timber Pokeball. And we've got, oh, it's triple banger. Among Us illustration rare. That's quite nice. And Curem EX. That's pretty decent. I think I was hearing like rumors that there were so many pulls in the set that most people do actually kind of pull a pretty good amount of hits. There's Jordan with the God Pack. Yeah, Jason was just explaining about the God Pack. Our Zekrom Black is wrapping up grading with Beckett, also Lucario EX SIR, which the pop report just went from 0 pristine to 2. Oh. In the midst of you getting yours graded, it went up. That's interesting. I need an update on that as soon as you know more. Okubo Among Us. Is that the artist? Yeah, it is. There's I quite like that. Kind of digging around. Look like they're causing trouble. In the last 4 days. Okay. Do you know when they're coming back yet? Have you actually received any info on when you say it's wrapping up grading? Does that mean that they're preparing to ship yours back? All right. Let's see if we can end on something really wild. For a point of reference, Lugia V Alternate Art is PSA 10 1100. The last 5 pristine Lugia cells between... I know, like Beckett commands such a premium for pristine. It's crazy. 20 business days ago was Monday. Okay. All right. No holo this time. We've got a Whirlipede, Fracture, Minchino, Timber, Braviary, Lilligant, Seismitoad. Got a reverse Klinklang and a reverse Darumaka and a hollow Klinklang. I don't know if it's just me. That's like the third one I pulled, I think. So it's just like the one that always comes out if there's nothing special. Oh, there's still no Charizard from Palladium Fates. That, when someone lands that, it's going to be a big deal. That one pristine Charizard. It is indeed the Klinklang Day. That sounds like part of a song. That sounds like it'd be quite a jolly little ditty. Oh, what a Klinklang Day. No worries, Far Ice. Mr. De Leon, how have you been? It's been so long. I feel like, I want to say it's got like 18 months, 2 years, I think, since I've even seen your name. Ooh, let's grab that. It's a very cool Reshiram. Don't know if you can't really see it like that. But yeah, I have enough room for 2 binders at the end of my shelf, and it's causing all of the other binders to lean. So yeah, definitely going to help propping up the rest of the binders with these 2. All right. Get rid of that. All right, so we're on to White Flare. These 2 sets, right? When Prismatic came out, it seemed like it was around, but just really hard to get hold of. Same with Destined. I want to say like maybe the set and like one or two sets before that too was kind of similar, getting progressively worse. Black and White, Black Bolt, White Flare, ridiculously hard. I'd never seen it in a store. I had to order these 2 boxes off eBay just because I knew I wanted the binders for them. But yeah, kind of, I don't even think, give it 2-3 months time, I don't even think you'll be able to buy products. So for 2 sets that are so big, it really surprised me, like how they just kind of, it fell off completely. I don't know if that's how everyone kind of experienced it. I know in the UK we have a much different market. Ooh, hello. We've got a hollow steel energy. It makes my blood boil. I bet. And look, the thing is, I feel like in a way, like in the UK, we had less of a problem with the scalping side of it. Like there weren't all the fights outside shops and people stealing boxes out of other people's hands and all that crap. But at the same time, we don't have as much of a market for Pokemon. So it doesn't appear in our stores. Like it's not a shelf item in most supermarkets, or yeah, kind of you have to be quite a specialist shop, and then in those cases you had to get there super early in order to get any, otherwise it was all gone almost immediately. We got a reverse Simisear, reverse antique plume fossil, and an EX of Hydreigon. That's quite cool actually. They took a step forward with the hollow pattern on EXs. Like from what I've seen on, I've watched a bit of Phantasmal being opened, and even with Mega Evolutions actually, just the base set EXs, they look a lot fancier. I don't know why I'm going for that one. That's a perfect fit sleeve. They will go into perfect fits if they're going to go into the binder at some point, but for now, while I'm streaming, we won't worry with the perfect fits. So yeah, kind of, I don't even know if it'll be that easy. It might be a set or 2 sets technically that I basically have to, for the first time, just go after buying singles just to complete the set. Wait till you see Mega. The basic EXs look so much better. Not the increase in MSRP justified better, but much better. Yeah, I've even watching other people open it, I've noticed much more sort of, not value. Value is the wrong term, but they look like they could sort of hold their value a bit better. All right, we've got a Psychic Energy. All right. Basculin, Pansear, Shelmet, Frillish. What's different about the basic EX cards? For me, I don't know if Jordan might be able to tell you, but for me, it looks like they were almost like glittered. Like, you know, if you turn an EX card, you get like the little stars, like that pop up. It looked more like surface glitter. Welcome back, Faros. We've got a Galvantula, Heatmore. Oh, it is textured. Okay. So for like a basic EX, that's actually like kind of cool. Trumpified, all like gold embroidered. Yeah, that's quite cool. Zebstriker Pokeball. We've got a reverse Vanillish and another EX, another Hydreigon. Okay. All right. Zeb Striker sleeved up. It sounds like I'm getting a bunch of basic EXs. Yeah, I mean, you could, you know, if you had a full set of Mega Evolutions basic EXs, you could probably like bundle them up together and sell them for a pretty decent amount, to be honest. Slight texture, not full art texture. Okay. Well, we'll see when we open Phantasmal. If you're around, Sty, or if you're not, hop back on and watch the VOD when it goes back up. Okay, we've got a Lightning Energy, Goth Eater, Vanillite. He will get one in Phantasmal, yeah. None are as cool as the Enchanted from Lorcana. I'm intrigued with the Lorcana, based on everything you said, Jordan. It does, you know, I'm curious. Hit me with an update. We got a Swoobar. If you want, I can just post a picture of the regular EXs in Discord, so you can get a look at sort of how textured they are. We got a reverse Terrakion, reverse Pignite, and a hollow Cofagrigus. All right. 2 packs of White Flare left. See if I feel like, how many SIRs are there in this set? Please do. I'm going to skedaddle for the review. No problem, Sty. Hope it goes well. Enjoy, and catch you in a bit if you pop back on while I'm still here. Courtney's here. Hello, Courtney. All right, governor. We've got a hollow Fighting Energy. See, Courtney walks in. Fist at the ready. Hollow Fighting. Panseer. We've got a Shelmet. Frillish. Duot. We've got a Mandibuzz. Galvantula. Heatmore. Got a reverse Zoilus. Reverse Samurott. And a Bufalon EX. Come on, sleeves. So at least we got something different. There we go. And just going to pop them up there for now. Hello, love. Hello, Mary Poppins. Aiden's still waiting for fire. So am I. Aiden needs to be opening this pack. This pack would have something amazing in it if Aiden was opening it. Little fire hands. Hopefully. Obviously, smaller pack size, you know, 5 packs of each. Chances are good that we won't pull anything major, but I'm hoping from 18 packs of Surging, or 36 packs of Phantasmal, there must be something decent in there. That Mary Poppins line got us all lolling. It's so iconically overly British. Even saying it sounds silly. British. Right. Harlequin. Stunfisk. Stoutland. A reverse Deerling. A reverse Garbodor. And a hollow Tornadus. Okay. We're not mad about it. First little delve into both sets. So, you know, it was all right. We'll move on. This, I very nearly opened this in a previous live. I think that was the reason why it was partly open. I hate black and white hollow borders. They get me every pack. Yeah, but I kind of like, I don't know if you remember, or you probably won't remember it, but I watched a lot of videos of older openings, and there was something quite cool about the way that those borders looked, or even, you know, not the borders, because they didn't really do the borders, but the hollow in the picture. there was something quite cool about it. I like seeing the evolution of the hollows over time. They need to do more cracked ice. That's the only thing I would say. Never seen Mary Poppins. Tink. There's an education needed. I'm just going to empty the whole thing out. Saves messing about trying to pull one out at a time. It was already opened. You loaded a pack. It's rigged. Yeah. I would have to have a good card first to be able to load that into a rigged pack. But no, you know me. Everything gets opened on a video or live. All right. See, now when I pull the Pikachu, you're just going to scream rigged at me. I know how it is. All right. It's been ages since I've opened Surgeon. I don't think I've opened any products that had Surging in it for a long time. All right. Let's summon a Pikachu. Or any of the SIRs, really, except for the one that I do have, which was Duraludon, I think. Oh, no, I had Draytons as well. I had 2. Kilowattrel, Ho-Oh, Smoochum in reverse, Charcadet in reverse, and a Dialga Hollow. I'm not going to mess around and keep moving stuff. I'll wait until I've got a bit of a stack. All right. There we go. We've got metal, steel, metal, steel. I prefer metal, just rolls off the tongue easier. We've got Snorlax, Primeape, Callbell, Miraidon, Drayton, Relor, Eternatus, and a Togekiss. Now, starting off week, if I remember right though, half booster boxes, I think 6 to 7 pulls from the ones that I opened before. So hopefully we'll stick around the average pull rates. We've got a Drillbur, Quaxley, Zangoose, Oricorio, Lively Stadium, Shiinotic, Babiri, Quaxwell in reverse, Chill Teaser Toy in reverse, and a Chen Pao. Make the Pika. Oh, sorry. I already read that one. Latias or Latios? How do you mean? You mean the... So one's an illustration rare, isn't it? And the other one is an SIR. I think the Latias is the SIR. I don't have either of those yet, actually. So yeah, I'd take either. We've got a Celio, Wochen, Meddling Memo, Magneton, Indeedee in reverse, Oricorio in reverse, and Tapu Lele Hollow. Come on. Surgeon needs to turn this around. I still have one half booster box of Surging left. And I was hoping to keep it sealed. So this half booster box needs to deliver something special to make me not consider next time I open stuff just opening my last half booster box. Latios, Coridon, Magnemite, Applin. We are getting rinsed on this one. So many packs in a row with nothing. We're going to end up like halfway through the stack. We're going to end like four hits in a row or something. Okie doke. We've got a Water Energy, Clobopus, Heliolisk, Cetoddle, Glimmet, Lycia's Appeal, Paldean Taurus, Fluorite, reverse is Marill, a reverse Klefki. Wow. Wow. I mean, we still got a fair stack of packs, but this is out of the ordinary, just from my own experience of half booster boxes. All right. Although I do remember the challenge I set myself, and I asked when I opened up, I think it was 6 half booster boxes of Twilight Masquerade live. Remember that? And I said, how many SARs would we get? And if you answered 0, you were right. Corbell, Quaquaval. We got a Quaxley in reverse, Primeape in reverse, and we've got an EX. We finally got something, and it's a Latias. Okay, so we did get a Latias, but not the one that we would prefer. Right. For some reason, I have the Foreigner's song Urgent in my head, but it says Surging instead of Urgent. The Foreigners? I don't know that song. We've got a Psychic Energy, Magnemite, Pansear, Oranguru, Vulpix. Ooh, we've got Ninetales, Graphite, Persimmon. We do have an A-Spec, that was what I was going to say. Amulet of Hope. I can't remember if I've got all of, because I needed 2 of each. I can't remember if I've got 2 of the Amulet of Hope already. So something like a mid pull, I suppose you could call it. Gravity Mountain in reverse and Cophagrigus Hollow. All right, so hopefully it's needed. We'll see. Gonna have to look up that song now because I don't know what that song is. Come on. Definitely once we move, I'm going to kind of really reconsider how the stream is set up. I'm thinking like I might go for more something like you've got, Jordan, sort of facing towards the sort of like a back display. Just because it's so finicky to, from top down, getting the right view of it, and glare is a problem. Obviously, like, ideally I want the cards up there, but then I literally would get arm ache from just constantly lifting my arm. Got a Serrano, Paldean Taurus, Meowstick in reverse, Charcadet in reverse, and a Gastrodon Hollow. Emergency. That doesn't sound good, Jason. What's going on? Hope all's okay. Oh, you're just singing. Is that the song that Tink referenced? Urgent. See, this is where you'll catch me out because I don't know what the hell we were talking about. Swobbly, Sandygast, Zoilus, Rotom, Colberberry, Walrein, Armarouge, Zangoose in reverse. Come on, give me something. Appleton in reverse. And a Tapu Koko. Wow. Okay. How many packs we got left? 3. There's 8 packs left. And we've pulled 1, 2 hits. Okay. And we're over halfway through. Vitalik, I should say. How you doing? Good to see you. It's been a long time. My fault entirely, but good to have you here. That's the code. Bananas. Right, let's just hope. We'll keep the hope. There must be something more than what we're seeing. The only song with emergency that comes to my mind is Dr. Beat, Miami Sound System. Not been, it has been a while. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay, thank you. Yeah. Just, yeah. Life's life at the minute. You know how life can be. Reverse Capsicid, reverse Coridon, and a Rapska. But yeah, just sometimes you got to climb a mountain and look forward to the other side of it. So that's kind of where we're at in a minute. But this is like a much needed reprieve from the stresses of life. It's been about 3 months since I made any content. So yeah, jumping online, spending a couple of hours just ripping some stuff. It's fun. Just glad to see you on. Life goes up and down. We just need to keep striving. We do. We do. It's a very positive outlook. Azumarill. Got Annihilate. Togepi in reverse. Sheesh. Dusk Ball in reverse. Oh. We've got an Alolan Executor EX. Terrestrialized. Does that make it better? I mean, I'll take anything at this point. So, yeah. 3 pulls. We're improving. Slowly. This is the song Urgent I was talking about. All right. I'll look it up after. Right. Otherwise, if I put my headphones on and I start listening to it, I'll probably end up like jamming along to it. It'll end up like a karaoke stream, and I can't have that shame over me. Smoochum, Altaria, Vivillon, Dragon Elixir, Satitan in reverse. Do you know, I'm feeling like this. It's been limited on pulls to the extent that there must be an SIR in this box, right? Do you ever kind of like have that feeling when there's so unlucky a box, and then that one pull is just bigger than what you would normally expect? Satitan in reverse, Trapinch in reverse, and a Landorus Hollow. I posted it for Helen Killer. Jason, you've been summoned. All right. Come on. Give me something special. I've given up peeking the side of cards because most of the time it's just a hollow and it's confused me. Downwise, Gravity Mountain. My one box I got of Mega Evolution didn't come with an SIR, so I sort of get the idea. Okay. Clement's Quick Wit. Come on. Tandemaus in reverse. Registeel in reverse. And an Eternatus Hollow. Yikes. All right. I think they're just really making me wait to open the booster box. Yeah, no, I've opened products before where normally you get like what you would typically expect to see. So like in a booster box, you open it and you get like 3 to 4 illustration rares. You get like 4 or 5 EXs, main set EXs. Occasionally like a gold or like an SIR. But usually if you get like the averages, you don't get an SIR. But some boxes I've opened where you didn't seem to get what you would typically expect from a full booster box, that's when there's an SIR in it, just to kind of make up for it almost. We've got Lively Stadium, Blitzel. We've got an illustration rare, finally. Come on, focus. Let's see what we've got. Slack off. Okay. A duplicate, I think, fairly sure I've pulled at least one slack off, but it's a pull. I won't complain. I forgot they removed the guaranteed SAR. I don't remember when they did that. I feel like the guaranteed SIR was only up to Obsidian Flames. That definitely was an SIR guaranteed or a gold. Wish that was me right now. Right. 3 packs left. Yeah. Yeah, I'm fairly sure. I don't remember. What was the set? Yeah, Paradox. Wow, Paradox Rift came out after. I thought Paradox Rift was way after Obsidian, but apparently it was the set after that. But yeah, I think Obsidian was the set that was guaranteed. I don't know if Paldea Evolved didn't have that. I don't know if Scarlet and Violet Base had a guarantee. Oh, hello. We've got a gold. I don't mean to get anyone excited, but we've got a gold. Insurgent Sparks. Yeah. Don't know how many golds there are in Surgeon Sparks. I can't remember. I think there might be like 6. 6 is usually the typical amount. But there's a chance it could be the gold Pikachu. That's the one I would obviously want it to be. We got a deduction kit. Could be Jason. We got a reverse Mousehold. Wait. Jordan says wait. We've got Tapu Lele at the back. Simmer pot it till the last. Normally I'd say no. Normally I'd be like, no, not doing that. But I get it. I get it. I'm going to put that on there. Okay. For Jordan. We are going to simmer pot. To be honest, like it's not like the early days of Surgeon Sparks. The Pikachu cards, especially the one, not the SIR, they've lost quite a bit of their value. I don't know if it's still over $100 though for the gold. It was kind of hovering around there for a while. All right, so Shellos, Dedenne, Mankey, Zeb Striker, Shinotic, Time. Golds could spike with the Mega Golds being the new best cards. It's really interesting actually that the gold cards are taking such a kind of a front row position with new sets, because golds ever since like Sword and Shield, I liked them. people didn't rate them. So Wattrel in reverse. Sizzlipede in reverse. I think we've got a full art trainer, possibly. Come on, focus. Looks like silver stars to me. Clement's Quick Wit. Do you know, I don't even know. I feel like I might already have that one. There's still quite a lot of cards at the back of Surgeon Sparks that I don't have, but I feel like that might be one that I do have. But I'm not fussed about it. So there we go. Very nice. Nice, nice, nice. All right, one last pack. And then we'll see which of the golds we have from Surging. Because the pull rates for golds from Surging were actually quite difficult, if I remember right. So what I'm thinking is that's kind of, as I was saying, my thought process was not a lot of hits equals possibly a really good hit. Obviously no SIR yet. I say yet. We've got one more pack that might still deliver. You never know. We've got an Executor, Reverse Dedenne, Reverse Gastrodon, and an EX at the end. Flamigo. Okay. So what do we get out of that then? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. So a full art trainer, 1 illustration rare, 1 terrestrialized EX, an A spec, and 2 main set EXs. Okay. So, what do we think? If anyone actually knows what the other golds are, that would be helpful. I haven't got the screen space to pull up the list, but I don't think I've got any golds so far, so any of them would be helpful. But obviously I would really like the Pikachu. So Pika, I'm hoping, let's summon the Pikachu. Are we ready? In 3, 2, 1. It's Executor. I'll take it. You know, I don't have it. It is a card that I need. It is what it is. Actually, a really nice card, and I really like the gold detailing. It's actually, you know, all of the golds are nice. I would prefer to say a Pika, but yeah, that's cool. You're about to say Executor. There we go. Yeah, I'll have to look it up because I know with one of the other Pikas there was only 3 of one type of card. It was like the terrestrialized. I don't know if it was the full art or the SIR itself. It was like almost like rainbow coloured around the edges. I think it was the SIRs, but you know, I'll take a gold card from Surgeon Sparks. After the amount of packs we have opened of it, to finally get a gold is actually quite special. So that is the end of our half booster box of Surgeon Sparks. So I'm going to take a quick breather, have a quick sip of my drink. I forgot about that one, Jason. Yeah, it feels like ages ago actually that Surgeon came out. It's not really that far away, but yeah. But then again, like, it doesn't seem that long ago that we were opening Silver Tempest and Astral, Lost Origin. Those were the days. Those were the days. Shining Fates. It's going to have to be the love of my Pokemon life. Shining Fates. Just because it was such a big staple of the channel. Yeah, definitely. But I love the fact that like Fates keeps coming out. I wonder what they're going to do after. Because I know like you had Shining Fates and Paldean Fates and the other, all the different Fates, but you also got like Shining Legends as well. And I thought they were going to continue doing those as well. So yeah, I'll be interested to see. I know you've got I don't know if there's a name for it yet, the 30th anniversary next year. I know that they're planning a set, much like Celebrations, but I don't know if there's a name. But I'd really be interested to see whether it's similar. Like, I'm hoping it isn't 3 to 4 card packs, but I'll accept it if it is. And I'd love if they did metal cards again in a UPC. That would be cool. All right. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I'm just catching up on the Discord. I see the lyrics. All right. Right, quick vape while I'm at it. And then this beast gets opened. All right, so realise I've been on for nearly an hour and a half, so still got a little bit of time before my phone updates, but I should be finished way before that point anyway. So just out of interest, who in chat has been opening, and if you have been opening, what have you been opening? What's the sets that you can get hold of at the moment that you've been opening? I've been able to buy a few bits and pieces, but it's always like fairly small products and stuff that's just kind of gone into my cupboard. I say small products. I did manage to get Blooming Waters, so they were quite big scores. But they're the type of product that I really, as much as I really want to open 151 again, I don't know if I can bring myself to do it. Not yet, at least. I was going to say maybe the next time I get a meaty sort of raid on the channel, maybe that would be the victory lap for a big lap, but it would have to be a big raid. Haven't really been opening. We don't have a lot of cheap products where I'm at, so I've just been focusing on model building. Okay. Gundam? Is it Gundam by any chance? That's the only models I can think of off my head. Gundam are pretty cool. I don't know how anyone's got the patience to build them, but oh, it is nice. Yeah, some of them are quite pricey as well. I used to watch a guy actually. I never watched him build them, but he had a cabinet in his background, and he had just a wall of Gundam figures. But some of them were, I mean, it's probably quite cheap for what it was, but like maybe like $300 or $400. But I always wonder how people got into Gundam. We didn't really have it on TV too much over here. I'm guessing it was more popular maybe in the States. But that's cool. You have to send a few pictures of your Gundam collection in the Discord. Some are cheap, some are expensive. That's the way it goes, isn't it? There's always some that will... Are they expensive because they're bigger, or are they expensive just because they're like the more popular characters, I suppose? But they're really intricate. I love the sort of... It's a bit like Kartana, the Pokemon Kartana. I love the kind of with the blades that come out the back, almost like wings. I love that kind of look. Makes me think of, I don't. That might sound offensive, but it makes me think of like Power Rangers and stuff, or almost Transformers, like when the helicopters change into the robots and they've got the rotor blades on the back, sort of thing. But that's cool, Fire Ice. Right. Are we ready for the main course? Or dessert, I suppose. Shouldn't really call it main course. Usually because of size, the release date, functionality, and the available models in the country. Okay, so some are more available than others. Okay, release date as well. So how far back they go? I suppose the guy that I used to watch was 4 years ago, maybe 5. So I'm guessing like if you wanted to get hold of the ones like he'd put together back in those days, maybe they're a lot more expensive to get hold of. It's cool. Everyone needs a hobby. Right, are we ready to gut open this this bad boy? It's happening. All right. The seal is cut, and the newest set will be decimated. I'm kind of hoping, from the amount of cards that we've got, I don't even know if you could possibly pull the entire regular set, because if it's 70 regular cards plus the reverses, you got say 140, maybe 150. I don't know what the exact number is, but potentially you could actually, not all the reverses, obviously. We got 36 of this. Oh, I don't know. You'd have to have a god box of sorts, but potentially, I guess, you could pull all of the reverses, but you literally couldn't have any dupes. We were born ready. That sounds like something out of Blade, but I don't want to finish that sentence because he says something else. There we go. Right. I suppose I should show it off, really. There we go. There's a full booster box. That annoys me because from what I understand, there isn't a Gengar SIR. Apparently that's going to be in the next high class set. I forget what it's called. I only watched a thing about it today. But it really annoys me if they're going to put an artwork on a pack, that a card for a card that isn't in the set itself. Breaking the seal is like driving a new car off the lot. Yeah, running it in, taking away all that value. Yeah, kiss goodbye to resale value. Jordan says, let's go. We're going to start with Gengar artwork. Right, let me get myself a bit closer. Right. I'm hyped about this, and at the same time, do you know, I changed my view. Like, I used to really struggle to keep things sealed. My sealed collection was very sparse. It ended up just being stuff that, in the end, there was really no point opening it. Like, I bought 2 boxes of the Japanese high-class set that was Shining Fates. And in the end, there was no point opening them. So they've stayed in my cupboard. This code card is kind of curled. Hopefully that didn't do anything else to the rest of the cards. But so yeah, kind of, I've got this cupboard full of stuff. And part of me is like, I actually quite enjoyed having to be self-controlled and not open it. So now the decision to actually open something is quite a hard decision. But that might change once we moved, once life's a bit more settled. Maybe it'll be a bit more, we'll get back into the swing of it and I'll be wanting to just rip everything in sight. But we got a Charmeleon. That's a sick Charmeleon card. Milcery. So this, I haven't seen a full set list. This is all kind of new. So I might take my time for the first few packs just to kind of get acquainted with some of the artworks. But we've got a Mamoswine, a Bronzong. I have seen the 4 Charizard cards, but that's kind of about it. Gligar in reverse. Milcery in reverse. And a Vileplume. That's a really vibrant Vileplume, actually. That's kind of cool. Okay. I'm going to keep the holo separate. Yeah. So, that's such a sick artwork. I can't wait to hopefully see one of those in person. I think we'll have to kind of do our thing where we go through, we'll see which packs the pools come out of. I don't know if it's still a thing. Sword and Shield, definitely there was like one artwork that would always deliver the goods. When I first started Shining Fates, there was one artwork that always did. So yeah, kind of, I wonder if it's something that they continued or if maybe it's a moot point now. Smeargle, Alchemy, Haunter, Battle Cage. That looks like something out of MMA or WWE or something. Battle Cage. We've got a reverse Yamper, reverse Mamoswine, and a Flygon holo. All right. Fire Ice, were you saying, about me saying about Gengar? Sorry, I just caught up with that. It's kind of frustrating about that. It's, I think it might be the first time that they've done that with a card that's not in the set. Yeah, I didn't know it didn't have an SIR. Yeah, it seems like the card that they've referenced the artwork from is coming out in the next, I guess, like holiday set. They did talk about it, the Japanese high-class set that it was going to be in. I can't remember what it's called. Haunter, I think that's the reverse. It's quite hard to see the reverses when they're the darkness type. I'm going to put that there. We've got a Snubble reverse, and we've got our first EX. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, really. It's glittery, isn't it? It's kind of, it's half texturized. It's definitely got something extra that the like Scarlet and Violet EXs didn't have. A little bit more special. Yeah. It's a good one for battles. The Diancie, you mean? Okay. I really need to kind of up my game on the TCG. I've been trying to play some games because there's challenges in the app, but most of the time I'm losing battles, and I don't really understand enough to change my cards out for something that I know would be more successful. Okay. Excuse me. We've got a Grass Energy, Toxel, Bronzor. You're just a nerd for the battles, of course. Hey, you know, it amazes me. I wish I had the sort of the brain wired in the same way as people that play it competitively. Right. Punk Helmet. That looks badass. We've got a Genesect reverse. Dizzying Valley reverse. Oh. I think that's Silver Stars. So full art. Grimsley's Move. That's quite cool. One of the things I've noticed ever since I started collecting, full arts always seem to evade me. I never seem to pull so many full arts as some of the other cards. So it's always nice to see a full art when they do appear. But that's cool. All right, so second hit. I might just keep these separate for now, just so I can keep an eye on how many hits we do get. And it kind of helps show off the gold from surging as well. So maybe that's a good decision. If anyone pops in and wonders what we've pulled. Okay. Next pack. Psychic Energy. Pour Me. Murkrow. That's so Kamiya. Another card to add to the list of amazing artworks from Kamiya. Gligar. Zigzagoon. Grimsley's Move. Alchemy. Haunter. We've got Absol in reverse. We've got an illustration rare. And I've noticed, it might be what I'm thinking it is, like the Nimble. I've noticed that gets pulled quite often. And I think it's a similar card to what came up was in Surging, actually. It is the Nimble. And there was a set where a card released with Nimble, and I'm fairly sure it's exactly the same artwork. I might be wrong. But for this set, we needed it, so I'll take it. Ambipom Hollow. All right. So 3 pulls. Let's see if we can continue with the pull rates. I've noticed booster boxes. I've seen maybe 6 or 7 get opened in different channels, and the pull rates, it seems to be like 14 to 15 hits for a booster box, which is kind of nuts. Way more than, you know, normally I'm used to 12. I remember seeing a few 13 or 14 at the start of Scarlet and Violet era. But yeah, kind of, it seems like there's like they've upped it a little bit. We've got a Charcadet in reverse. Bramblegast in reverse. And Genesect Hollow. What am I doing? I was thinking there was something to sleeve up then, there wasn't. Wishful thinking. Realised what I've done is buried some of the hollows in the stack of regular cards. Alright. Onwards and upwards. Fire Energy, Misdreavus, Toxel, Lotad, Primplup, Battle Cage, Gramble. I quite like the artwork on that one. It's not just static like he normally is. Ceruledge, Toxel in reverse, Zigzagoon in reverse, and another Flygon Hollow. Right, we've got a Darkness, Charmeleon again, Yamper, Nimble, Pillow-Swine, Wigglytuff, that's cool, Eternatus, Jumbo Ice Cream, tasty, Nimble in reverse. We're kind of clearing out all of the Nimble options. Seal in reverse, and a Reshiram Hollow. That's a cool artwork. All right. Let's see if there's much of a gap between the Nimble and our next pull. Ooh. Don't know, the back card on there felt a bit wider than the others. We get a Water Energy, Pawmo, Charcadet, Absol, Swinub, Punk Helmets, Seviper. It's really annoying it won't focus out. Cresselia, Murkrow. That, I think that is a reverse, yeah. Sacred Charm in reverse. And a Rotom EX. So that's pull number 4. Okay. I think we're a little bit over halfway through the left side. Okay. Fighting Energy, Apom, Pawmo, Gloom, Dugong, Ludo. That is a cool artwork. Some of the like the movement that they've captured in the composition, I'm quite liking that. I might go through the set and see how many cards there are like that. Pawmot's a cool card. Reverse. Togedemaru. And Vileplume Hollow. Alright. See how we go. Grass Energy. Snubble. Apon. Ghastly. Nimble. Dawn. Wigglytuff. Eternatus. We've got a Seviper in reverse. Piplup in reverse. Ooh. And a Mega Lopunny. I was going to say terrestrialized, but it's not terrestrialized. It's just because because of that glitter effect. This is Kai from the shop. Kai. post office Kai. Is that right? I'm assuming your name is Kai. Is that right? Yeah, mega low punny. And yeah, got that, the way the kind of the artwork's got that extra glittery effect. I'm mildly impressed. Always coming for this. Yeah, okay. Hi. It's going well, thanks, mate. Yeah. How you doing? You're right. Good to see you. Right. It's always nice to have new people join, but even better when it's people I know. Stream's going pretty well, actually. We haven't done too badly. Surgeon Sparks gave us a couple of really nice hits. Not very much in terms of hits in total, but a couple of decent hits. And Phantasmal's impressing us so far. Yeah. So, right, we are carrying on. Jigglypuff. Darumaka. Lotad. Boltund. Crocodile. Meloetta. Sacred Charm. Moltres in reverse. Fire Breather in reverse. And what is that? I think that's Silver Stars, right? I think it's Silver Stars. It can't be SIR, it's not at that number. Let's see what we got. Oh, what? No freaking way. No way. We've got our full art Charizard EX. Do you know, for a second I thought that was the big boy. Yeah. The big boy's got writing on it, right? That is definitely the full art, because you've got the extra Charizard at the back as well. No way. What a way to start. Oh, do you know, in someone's Discord, someone that I follow, someone said that they brought a booster box. This was yesterday, I think. They brought a booster box and they had 3 of the Charizards in one box. 3 of them. The SIR, the full art, and I think the regular EX. No, it wasn't. It was the gold. So there was one missing. I can't remember what it was. 107 raw. That's crazy. So there we go. This is what the Mega Charizard EX, XEX, I should say. That's what it looks like. Boom. Yeah, I'm hoping Aiden's happy with that one. I'm hoping he's still watching. He might have got bored by now and switched off. Yeah, dude, that is better than cough, cough. Yeah, thank you, everyone that said that's a nice hit. Wow. Okay. So we were racking up hits, but that was a surprise. That's crazy. I was hoping we'd get at least one Zard, but I was thinking it'd just be the main set EX. Okay, we're carrying on. We're carrying on because now part of me wants to know if, like, that dude that had all the Charizards in his one box, if that's something I can replicate. That would be madness. Okay. Next pack. And Kai, you managed to come in just at the right time on that one. We'll have to have a chat about that in the shop. Yeah, Kai is one of our regular customers where I work. We've got a Bramblegast, Gloom in reverse, Jigglypuff in reverse, and a Pawmot Hollow. Right. I didn't see what artwork that came out of, what pack that was. I'll have to watch that back. Oh, makes me hot. Like, not just because it's Charizard, but there's like maybe, I mean, I don't know much about the set, so I don't really know what else there is to search for in the set, but there's obviously like 2 decent cards that I would like to pull, and that's one of them. So ALB, how are we doing? He's live. I am, yes. Oh, cool. Do you know what? I saw, Jordan, I saw you pull that the other day and I was really jealous about it. That's such a cute artwork. So cool. And I've got one now. That's cool. I had no idea about this card. That was one of the other cards that I had seen. Yeah, that's a really cool card. But yeah, ALB, thanks for coming in. Thank you. Appreciate that. But yeah, kind of, it's been 3 months since I've even popped up online. So yeah, I thought today, I managed to get Phantasmal a day early. So I got a day off, a rare day off. So yeah, this is what we're doing. And so far, it's been working out just fine. Really stoked with that. We're not even halfway through the box yet, so yeah, we're twinsies, Jordan. Not for the first time as well. We've done that before. It was a Charizard from I want to say Lost Origin. Is that right? Yeah, Lost Origin. We pulled that like literally a day. I think I pulled it, and then you pulled it the day after or something. So, yeah, always fun when that happens. Yeah. How are you doing, ALB? I keep seeing, I do keep up with your Discord, and I saw you've still been doing your lives. I haven't really had much time to pop in though. No Charizard, and it's been 7 booster boxes. Holy. No, none of the 4? Or have you managed to pull like the base set EX? Just no like full art and SAR? We've got Crocodile, we've got Meloetta, reverse Darumaka, reverse Grimsley, and another Genesect. Genesect seems to be the card. The holo, if you haven't got anything special. Oh, Jason, it looked like a low punny pack. Okay, good to know. Thank you for checking on that. Crushing me on the value on Wiggle. Charity event on December the 7th, giving away a booster box of Phantasmal, compliments of Collector. Collector are getting involved lately. I've seen that. That's really cool of them. December 7th. I'll try and make a note. Or Tink, if you can just jot that down on a note on your phone or something. I'll try and join in. Yeah. Come win it, Ellipsis. To be honest, mate, it'll cost you so much to ship that over to me. I wouldn't think that was fair on you, but I definitely hop on. We've got a reverse Honchkrow, reverse Duraludon. I like that artwork. So, oh no, it's Shinji Kanda. Do you know Kamiya and Kanda? Their artworks are very close for me. I like both of them. I can understand why some people are like staunch Kamiya fans, but both of the artists seem to draw very similar. Yeah, I will definitely try and join in. And I'll take part. I'll take part. Right, next pack. Fighting Energy, Seal, Gloom. You don't care about the shipping. It's free and sealed. I feel it. I feel it. Yeah, I wouldn't mind another opportunity to open another box of this. Hopefully by that point, though, you've managed to pull a Zard. Reshiram in reverse. Smeargle in reverse. And a Suicune. Suicune, as Jordan would say. The baby shiny that I never managed to pull from Shining Fates. Still the most expensive baby shiny, I think. What is going on here? Alright, we're back with another Charizard pack. And yeah, I'm seeing a lot of different reverses. So that makes me very, very curious to see if it's possible to get anywhere near a completed base set from one booster box. I hope I do. Seems like everyone's pulling it. I mean, I haven't pulled the SIR yet. I'm grateful for the full art, but I would love the SIR. You're feeling a Zard in here, Kai. Let's manifest it, brother. We've got Honchkrow, Archaludon, Wondrous Patch, Sableye in reverse. Still one of my favourite Pokemon. Not necessarily the Pokemon itself, but the artworks always look great to me. Reverse Alchemy. And we get a Mega Gengar EX. Regular EX. But still, the finish on that card is so cool. Really nice. Two Zards in one box. Like I was saying, Jordan, one old boy posted pictures of 3 Zards from one box. So it is possible, but the likelihood is that it would be a regular EX more than anything else. But yeah, we're all about manifesting. Someone got all 4 Zards in a box. I hadn't seen that. That's pretty special. I do remember watching a guy open a booster box of Surging Sparks and all the Pikachus were in one box. Oh, now you're being greedy. One-upsmanship. Duraludon, Carvana, Charmeleon, Swinub, Gramble, Tauros, Wondrous Patch. We've got a reverse Pormo, reverse Archaludon, and a Flygon Hollow. Gengar is great in dark decks because he makes it that whenever an opponent knocks out one of your Pokemon, they get one less prize card. Okay, we're on to a low punny pack. Let's see if there's a hit in this one. Doesn't matter what it is, but potentially maybe the low punnies are the lucky ones. We'll see. Psychic Energy. I hate questioning myself about the edges of cards. We're not going to do it. Toxel, Lotad, Primplup, Porme, Honchkrow, Grimsley's Move, Gliscor, Genesect in reverse, Dugong in reverse, and a Vileplume Hollow. Okay, so low punny wasn't lucky for us there. Okay. Do you play the TCG as well, ALB? I was just saying earlier, like, I can't get my head around the mechanics of how to pair up certain cards for certain Pokemon, and especially when you don't know what deck they're going to be playing, what type they're going to be. Trapinch, Survivor. You're learning. Okay. Am I in tomorrow, Kite? Yeah, I am. 2 till 10. So I'll probably see it at some point in the evening when you pop in after work. Eternatus in reverse. Punk Helmet in reverse. And Miss Magius EX. Okay. We're getting a good little spread. So what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 9 hits so far. I'm not going to cover up Charizard. That would be unfair. Yeah, cool, mate. I'll see you then. Well, it's ages 6+, so I wouldn't expect you to understand how to play. Ooh. Oh, that was straight to the heart, Jordan. Fair dues, though. Fair dues. Yeah, there's a lot of thinking that needs to go into, and you need to know a huge range of cards, presumably, to know that if you pair up these cards, and not even just one card for one Pokemon, but also like a combination of other cards that make that stronger or make it work. I feel like I'm years behind on the real experts. Apom in reverse. And a Togedemaru. That's cute. That's a cool card. BRB clocking out. No worries, LB. Thanks for popping in. I might still be on by the time you're finished, but I've got a Zacian Hollow. And I need a sleeve for this one. All right, so I almost don't know what order to kind of put them all in. I haven't got much room on the desk, but I'm going to end up kind of running along the front here, I expect. I definitely don't want to cover up the Charizard. All right. Yeah, I can't remember who it was in Jordan's Discord. But he went to a championships or something and he won. I can't remember who that was. But yeah, it must take a hell of a lot of knowledge and some guts to go and take on other people that you know have probably like just as much knowledge or understanding. This number 4. Oh, it's Heracross. I was thinking it can't be fire yet, but I saw like what it looks like red to me at the bottom there, and I thought can't be the Charizard, the regular EX. But way too early in the set, obviously. Even though I don't really know what else is in the set, but you know what I mean. All right, so. Oh, let's keep going. I feel like there's bigger in the set, bigger in this box. But that might just be me being super greedy. And to be honest, if we ended it here and there was, no more big pulls, I'd be super happy with what we've got. We've got a reverse Toxel, reverse Suicune. If I can get the light to... that looks like a full art to me. Oh, it's Blowtorch. Okay. I wasn't even thinking about item cards. But we've got a full art Blowtorch. We've got a really cool little mix. Of cards there. And I'll be interested to see how many cards there are out of the back, because we seem to be pulling quite a few from the back. for when you don't have your Charizard, use a blowtorch instead. Yeah. Yamper, Snubble, Murkrow, Darumaka, Gliscor, Mamoswine, Jumbo Ice Cream. We've got a reverse Cerulege and a reverse Gramble. And possibly one of the coolest Toxtricity cards. That is some crazy artwork, and that's almost like graffiti. How cool is that? Who did that? Dom, D-O-M. That's a cool card. Even just for a holo. Right. I knew you'd say that, Tink. In the city, in the city. It is sick, Kai. They do some of the artworks on the regular cards. You just think that could so easily be like an amazing full art, and yeah, just kind of they could put that on a full art card, and it would be one of the bangers in the set. Cyber. Are you talking about K2? That's Kai. That's someone I know. Battle Cage. Ludicolo. We've got a reverse Oddish. Jumbo Ice Cream. That's reverse. And Reshiram Holo. I wonder if the artists like rise the ranks. I'm fairly sure they do. I reckon you get like an artist that just suddenly stands out because they created an amazing card that literally like brings in a ton of new people. I expect they probably suddenly get a lot more commissions. Like after making a couple of banger commons, you get a shot on uncommon. Yeah, possibly. Maybe that's how that works. I have a feeling like Yukamori, who did, she makes the ones that are made out of like a clay and then photographs them. I have a feeling that's probably how she started. Starting off with like a very sort of basic handful of cards, and then gradually went up to doing some of the Galarian Galleries from Crown Zenith. We've got Sacred Charm, Paldean Tauros in reverse, Alchemy in reverse, and an Ambibomb Holo. Oh, anything else? We managed to get the Togedemaru full art, the Blowtorch full art item card. I don't know if the Mega Gengar, I don't know if we pulled that when you were still in here. We're gradually ticking through them. Still got maybe half of the right side of the booster box left. Oh, focus. But yeah, these, if you've opened quite a few boxes, right? So what's your expectation of numbers of pulls in a box, ALB? Because everything I've been watching is like 14 or 15, sometimes 16. And to be honest, we're doing really well. So I don't know whether we're hitting the odds. We got a reverse Crocorock, Wigglytuff, and a Genesect. But yeah, kind of, I'm impressed with how stacked the boxes are. And I'm definitely gonna, I gotta wait till, I don't know when, I use Pokelector to track my cards and my, like the completion rate of a set. So I'll need to wait until tomorrow because they won't actually have the set listed fully until tomorrow. But once it is, I want to see how we did on reverses. There we go. Charmeleon in reverse. I imagine for reverses wise, that's probably going to be one of the more expensive ones. I say expensive, like a few dollars maybe, but Brambling in reverse. This, I don't know what it's focusing on, but it's focusing on everything except the card. Brambling and a Moltres. That's a really nice Moltres as well. Right. Back to Charizard set. Charizard pack, I should say. I don't know if it was intentional, but I remember Obsidian Flames was a fairly small set as well compared to like Base and Paldea. I wonder if that's intentional with Charizard sets, that they just make it a little bit smaller and make the chase. Leon. Where do you see Leon? Was that a... Yeah, Obsidian Flames was really... Well, I think it was bigger than this set, but it was small compared to all the other sets. We've got a reverse Sandile, Ambipom in reverse, and another Flygon. This is small and a Charizard set. Hope it's easy to hit. Fantastic Zard. It is a sick card. It is one less SIR than Japanese. Is that... So the Oricorio isn't in this, but it's in Japanese. Is that the card? Oh, yeah, since the Oricorio is in the UPC. Okay, yeah. And that is an amazing card. Definitely, like, SIR worthy. Unfortunately, I couldn't get hold of the UPC, but I will have to get hold of a Oricorio card at some point. Because, again, like I always do, I will try and hopefully try and complete the promo, collection. Also, every booster box has a guaranteed SIR, gold, or combo of 2. Leon Charmeleon. Oh, are you talking about? Are you talking about Obsidian Flames, Jordan? I can't believe they have both promos in one pack. That absolutely, Jason. They put a code card in the blank slot, and then they put 2 promo cards in one sealed cellophane wrapper. It's crazy. Should have been separated and displayed because the right side... Yeah, no, I blew my mind when I saw that the first time. And I understand it probably isn't going to move around too much, and you're probably not going to scuff too much on the back of each card, but there's still the risk. It's such a... Yeah. I don't know if that... In order to get them released on time... Maybe they allowed that through and that was an error that they did. Because I can't believe you would make a 2-slot cardboard insert and you would put a code card in one side. Doesn't make any sense. We've got the reverse Charmander. I've been waiting to see if we would get this one. And we've got the reverse Wondrous Patch and Mega Sharpedo. There we go. Try and get it to pop, but I think the light's getting a bit too iffy. Anyway. But on the plus side, my camera, my phone, is this thing is holding up pretty well. It hasn't been used for a long time, and I was thinking at some point it's probably going to overheat and keep stuttering like it used to. But it seems to be holding up okay. Should have been separated and displayed because the right side is just code card, yeah. Setup is so cool, by the way. My setup, thank you very much. I'll have to take a picture so you can actually see what it looks like from sort of where I'm sat. But obviously, like, you can see like the backdrop. Used to be that all of that was Pokemon stuff, but then I thought I have so many Funkos, so I thought it was a shame to sort of keep them in a box or out of sight. And I was constantly switching between different boxes of Pokemon and stuff because I was opening it all. So yeah, this is a bit more static. But we got a Mimikyu in reverse. Mimikyu, as I said before, possibly my most favourite Pokemon, just because he's so weird looking. We got a reverse Mimikyu, and come on, focus. 103 of 94 is Toxtricity. That one actually looks a hell of a lot like the Toxtricity from Crown Zenith. Almost like in a club, just finished playing with the band kind of stuff. That's quite cool. Nice. And a Suicune Hollow. Brad, Mr. Rich. How are we doing, Brad? Doing good, mate. Doing good. Take a picture and show you tomorrow. I will do. Yeah. Not a problem. But yeah. I do need to tinker with it. I was saying earlier I will be moving at some point. We'll have a whole different layout for how I do my streams. And I'm thinking very different kind of viewpoint for how you see, and I definitely kind of want like a backdrop behind, so that it kind of, I can have like maybe stands and things, and I can kind of hold cards like that and you'll be able to see it rather than having to do it straight down. Oddish, Seal, Pormo, Archaludon, Low Kicks, that's a new card I think, Gliscor, Crocodile in reverse, Primplup in reverse, and Empoleon EX. Oh. See, that one doesn't look as texturized. I think that's kind of smooth. Yeah, so I don't think they're all texturized. Maybe it's, no, you're not even with the twist in the light. But, you know, that's not a big problem. You like that one, Brad? You're doing great. Hope you am too. I am. I'm doing okay. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely needed this. This has been quite chill and nice, and it's been so long, and it feels good. Kids just left, so you can actually relax now. Damn straight. I hope you're, yeah, feet up, head on a pillow. That's the, I won't say the word, but yeah. Very nice. I hope, yeah, make the most of it. Chill to the max. And hopefully in the next, what we got? With 3 packs remaining, let's see if we can finish on a bit of a high. I need to take a proper look at that Charizard. I just realised I kind of pulled it, cawed a little bit, put it in a sleeve, and I didn't really check the quality of it. So we'll see how the centering is, and then put it back in its sleeve because that needs to be kept safe. Not that it matters. It's going to be going into a binder. It's not going to be off for grading or anything. So okay. Ending on an Ambipom. Heracross pack. It's been a while. Glad to see you rip some stuff. It has been 3 months since I last made anything for YouTube, and I think it was a binder in video. Before that, the last live, I think it could have easily been 4 to 5 months, maybe. But yeah, definitely much needed. Right. Lightning Energy, Jigglypuff, Gloom, Charmander, Sableye, Fire Breather, Ceruledge, Wigglytuff, Ghastly in reverse. Battle Cage in reverse. And Pormot Hollow. Really interested to see how many hits that was out of this box. I feel like if you could buy a case, I'm fairly sure you could guarantee you could complete the set. I remember when Scarlet and Violet first came out, I bought a case of base set. And I think by the end of the 6 boxes, I was 2 cards away from a complete set. Full reverses. No, that's a lie actually. Not including the cards at the back end. I'm talking just the main set itself with the reverses and the EXs. There were still some cards I needed for the back end of the set, and I still do. Unfortunately, Miriam always eluded me. Right, we are the last 3 cards. We've got a Vileplume reverse, Bronzong reverse, and a Reshiram Hollow. So there we go. There's all our reverses. I'm gonna go through them later tonight or maybe tomorrow morning, and we're going to see how many reverses we're still missing. But let's try and get this into some order. With you at the back. Right, so we got that one. Mega. So it's the megas that have the extra sort of glittery hollow effect. Okay. So then you got illustration rares. Okay. So we got the Rotom, the Miss Magius, and the Empoleon. So 3 regular EXs. We got the Diancie, the Lopunny, the Heracross, and the Mega Gengar, and the Mega Sharpedo. So 5 Mega EXs. So that makes 8. Full Art Blowtorch. So that makes 9. Then we got Nimble, Toxtricity, Togedemaru, and Wigglytuff. So that makes, what's that, 13? Grimsley's move is 14. And Mega Charizard, Full Art, makes 15. That's right, isn't it? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I seen Ellipsis like 8 months ago. I just pulled up. Yeah, it was actually. You raided me. How's the supply over there? Pretty easy to find stuff. On and off. Most of the new stuff, yeah, good luck. It seems to be, there's still tins kicking around, 2-pack tins, 4-pack tins. Occasionally they pop up. The only time I'm able to get like new products is literally if I basically camp out outside the shop, the one toy store that's in the town where we live. And sometimes there's a queue, sometimes there's not. But yeah, other than that, it's reasonably hard to get hold of it. It was around your birthday. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah. He is good people. Thank you very much, Brad. I try to be. I'm back. I was working on a customization for one of my models. You customize them yourself. That's pretty sick. Is it just me being dyslexic, but rotom backwards is motor? You are correct, yeah. Yeah, you're not dyslexic. Wasn't a bad box. Jason, it was pretty sick, actually. I just want to take a quick look at this. So it's a little right side heavy. So if we were going to be going down the whole grading route, it might be close enough to, I would imagine it would probably squeak a 9 based on the thickness on the right side. Top and bottom look pretty good. Corners look clean on the front. I think on the back, pretty crisp. There's like something there-ish. I don't know if it's a tiny little white dot. I think it's just the milling from when it went through the card cutting process. But all in all, happy with that. Very nice. Right. These boxes have around 14 hits, which is amazing. It is really generous compared to most other boxes. I thought I was tripping fire. Glad I clocked in. Great stream. I'll see you tomorrow and I'll pop in. Yeah, Kai, thanks for popping in. Appreciate you coming in. First time I think you've joined in my stream, which is cool. And I'll see you tomorrow. No worries. It is baller time, Jordan. Really stoked. I'm so glad we managed to just get one. I was thinking if we did get one, it was just going to be the base set EX, which wouldn't be a problem. But to get something a little bit more upper tier was really cool. But yeah, that's your lot. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. It was much needed. It feels like it's been too long, and just getting a chance to kind of get back online and chat to you guys is kind of all worthwhile. Much needed. Just kind of takes you away from all the stresses of daily life, I suppose. But heading to open some Fabled before bed. Jesus. Oh no. Do you know, I was thinking you were talking about Fable, Shrouded Fable, Jordan. I keep forgetting Fabled is your Lorcana, right? Yeah, cheers, Kai. I will do. You too, mate. You too. It's great chilling. Aiden watched the whole thing. Love the Zard. I'm glad you liked it, Aiden. There you go. You get another look. There you go. But yeah. And maybe if I pull a second one at some point in the future, and you haven't got one, maybe I'll send it over, and we kind of, that will be in payment for Donnie being here for so long. It must be like 2 years now. But yeah, we'll if that's acceptable. Price wise, I guess it seems quite similar actually. Yep. I will send pictures of my models when we're done. Yeah, Fire Ice, cheers. I would love to see them. Yeah. Take care, everyone. I could waffle on all night because I wouldn't want to get offline, and it's really fun seeing you all. So yeah, until the next time. Hopefully it won't be too long. But if you haven't joined the Discord, please do, and keep in touch on that side of things. I still have a Charizard plat. Either the Obsidian Flames or the promo. Can't remember. Have a great night. See you all. Take care of yourselves. And thank you so much for joining me. Made it all worthwhile. And there's a Zard for you. Put him up there. Take care. See you later. Until next time. Peace.